breaking through those holes in the ceilings, and then in the floors above them until we get to that way up high table, that highest table that I'm able to get to. And we can just put that whole big long strand, that whole big long thread that went all the way down into the toe here on Ground Zero planet Earth, and it's a lot. It's a big long cord, a big long cable, and we can just get it up onto that table, way up high, leaving it on that table, and while we're at it, pulsing that upward rising earth energy up through that big pillar until it blows up into that room. There we go, and maybe that will help the big guys up there see that it's not like this is an isolated incident, that there are a lot of problems down here, and this is just the one that I happen to have access to, and so we were able to kind of get it up to you, but there's a lot more where that came from.
You can see all those threads.
Exactly.
Monofilament lines.
Yeah, it looks like monofilament lines, that's true.
Can they pull them all up?
Can you pull them all up? Can you pull them all up, all the monofilament lines that are going down through the dimensions? Can you pull them up? Are you willing to pull them up? Can you pull them up?
They say some of them might still be valid.
That is what they say. And some of them might. How about just the ones that you can tell for sure aren't valid? Maybe we start there, because I can feel some...
Or the 50% least valid.
Yeah, that's perfect. What about the 50% least valid, just a 50-50 split, and the most valid ones we don't have to deal with, but the 50% least valid, why don't we just clear them out? There we go. If we can identify them as being in the 50% least valid, it doesn't seem like they would be all that helpful hanging around there. Can you pull them up? Can you pull them up? I feel something moving. I feel something happening. Meanwhile, pulsing the upward flow so that we're helpful and we're not just hanging around here waiting for other people to solve the problems. There we go. Okay, all those monofilament wires, whoosh, bringing them up. And what it feels like is at the base of all those monofilament wires, there's like a little lead weight. And if I can just get my hands, and even better if I could get a big screen and kind of run this screen underneath the weights, I can help pull up, push up more light, because you're coming from underneath. I think this is a good thing to clear out. And you know what it feels like is in the toe where the spider bite is and where the lead weight of that one first monofilament wire we dealt with was landed. It feels like there's still a little pouch or a little seat where another lead weight could just fall right in. And I'm worried that even though we cleared this one out, if we leave this little seat here, someone's just going to, in about a second, drop in another lead weight, and then this won't have done a whole lot of good. And maybe the point is that the messages being delivered through this one particular spot on the toe, they haven't been getting to who they belong to, so it's not a valid message delivery system. So maybe we should shut down that little message delivery portal, because it didn't work. If it had worked, you wouldn't have gotten the message a while ago, right? Am I right?
They don't want to talk about this.
No, but I don't think we're supposed to leave that little space there. That's a bad idea.
It's a bad idea.
So what maybe we can do is we can get the little seat out of the toe, and we can send the seat up to that level that the message was supposed to go to in the first place, and then the seat is there. And if anyone wants to send a message to those presences that the little seat belongs to, then they can send it there.
They don't want to give up the idea of bouncing things off the depths.
No, they're very resistant to letting go of that concept, even though it isn't working.
Well, now to put planet Earth
back the way we found it. What do we do now to put planet Earth back the way we found it? What do we do now to put planet Earth back the way we found it? asking those guardian angels way up there, what do we do now to heal the root causes of the exhaustion? And whatever it represents in such a way as to put planet Earth back the way we found it. What do we do about that? Someone is talking, and I don't know if they're the highest vibration voice, but there's someone I'm able to hear, so I'm just going to start to babble it out, and I might have to back up and correct myself. But they're saying what this kind of looks like, or kind of feels like, is like there's a small, beautiful person who's being attacked by a mob or a crowd of angry men. And there are a lot of people standing around watching and not doing anything. And the people who are standing around watching and not doing anything are also, like he's saying, like bad guys, even though they're not the ones with the clubs and the torches. Does that make sense?
It's like the Search for Truth rules. One of the rules of the Search for Truth community is that you must enforce the Search for Truth rules.
Exactly.
That the rules apply to all of us, and that when we are in the presence of a lie and we don't speak up and say, no, that's a lie, then we become participatory in the lie.
Exactly. How is this tied into the exhaustion? Do you get the point?
No.
Okay, I don't get the point. I'm sorry, I don't get it. I don't get it. It could mean that we are I don't think we're the mob, and I don't think we're the bystanders, and maybe we're the person being attacked, but then what are we supposed to do about that? How are we supposed to heal the root causes of the exhaustion? What is the person in the middle of the mob supposed to do, if that's what you're saying? Nobody upstairs is saying very much, or I'm missing it.
What now to put planet Earth back the way we found it? That's what we're really interested in, but you guys aren't answering that question, and so we have these symptoms, and that's all we're trying to get to, is an answer of how to put planet Earth back the way we found it. That's what we're actually interested in. Could we have an answer for that, please? That's what we're really interested in.
It's just really, really quiet.
Mm-hmm.
Do you hear anybody?
No.
Okay. I don't hear anybody
but
either.
I feel like blood circulating and things like that, so I know that we know that they're there. I can feel the presence.
I can feel their sweaty hands.
I feel sweaty hands.
Palms.
Mm-hmm. But now to put planet Earth back the way we found it. I know that you guys want us to ask a different question, but...
Oh yeah, I can feel that feeling.
But the other questions, nothing works without invoking instant karma.
That's true.
I know that you guys really want to salvage something.
I can tell that.
And that would be lovely if anything could be salvaged, but right now there's nothing working. The training program doesn't work.
That's true.
You guys are waiting until people die to let them know what they were supposed to do, and that doesn't work.
No, that's true.
It isn't working. And therefore, without instant karma, it's impossible to salvage anything. And without upward flow, it's impossible to salvage
anything. That's true.
And even with those two, there might be something third or fourth or fifth
that's true.
Topic that's also going to need to be addressed. But
we
know that it won't work without those two things.
That's true.
Nothing's going to be salvageable without upward flow and without instant karma. And you guys don't want to do either of those things. So now what do we do to put planet Earth back the way we found it?
It's just really, really quiet.
Very quiet.
Although it is clearer in the head.
It is clearer.
I don't feel the static.
Maybe that's it for now.
Maybe. Do you have itching in the head?
No.
Okay. Well, alright, maybe that's it for right now.
Just trying to deliver the messages. That's all we're trying to do.
Yeah.
Who is this message for? Let's just deliver it. Just look up there and try to find like the skulker, the one who doesn't want the message.
Yeah, and just deliver the message up to that
message.
presence. There we go. There we go. Just delivering the message up to that presence.
Find a skulker.
Yeah, I found him. I already got him. There he goes. And there's the message. And there you go. There.
And find the other messages and find the skulkers.
The skulkers that the messages belong to and deliver the messages up to them. And the next person that the messages belong to and deliver the message up to them. Kind of looks like how football games, they have those t-shirt cannons and they shoot t-shirts out of the cannons. Just shoot the message out of the cannons up to that exact presence that the message belongs to. There we go, and sending the message up to that presence, and then the next one and the next one. And just sending them up one by one, message by message, to presence by presence.
I know what these messages are. They're not going to do it. It's
That's
like
true.
all these presences, guardian angels who are trying to get Ground Zero Planet Earth, presumably humans, to do stuff, and they're not going to do it. I'm
they're
sorry.
not going to do it.
That's what no looks like. That's a no. That's a no. We're 3 months into this experiment, and there's not a single yes. There's only no's.
That's true.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
It's all very consistent with all the previous experimentation with all the other angels. It's all the same. It's a no. It's an oppositional, defiant biosphere. I'm sorry. We want to do it.
That's true.
We just don't know anybody else who does.
No.
What now to put planet Earth back the way we found it.